Two-part video. 4 things that narcissistic people will do to exploit you. First of all, don't be in such a rush to talk about your background, especially your ex. Especially if you put them down and you're talking about, well, my boyfriend, oh, man, he cheated on me and he used to talk down to me. He used to yell and scream at me. He used to come and go as he pleased. And I'm sitting there like, right? Really? Wow. Well, I'm not listening to you because I'm interested in hearing what you're saying. I'm listening to you because I can't believe you give me all of your information that the narcissistic person is going to use against you. So I'm sitting there, right? It's like, oh, wow, she's going to be easy to run over. She's going to be easy to run through. And I'm not trying to trigger anybody, but a lot of y'all miss this because you get so excited because you haven't been on a date in a long time, right? You haven't had anybody sit down and listen to you, right? Your ex just abused you and talked about you and cheated on you. And what I'm thinking now is when you tell me this, I'm like, so then I'll go, well, how long were y'all together? You go, oh, about 4 years. In my mind, you stayed with an abusive person. So in my mind, you're going to be easy, you know, because I'm a dysfunctional, abusive person, right? Before therapy. And this is what you like. So this is what I'm going to give you. Why should I change up? If you stay with a guy like that for 4 years and he did those things to you, you didn't go anywhere, you know, after a while you stayed and you were doing things for him and you were a giver, right? And you were a provider. So be careful. Some of you all talk too much and you give up too much information too soon. You do. You have to be careful with that, right? And so your background, be careful what you tell a narcissistic person or a toxic person because they're going to use it against you. Why? Because they want the relationship to be easy. It's going to be hard on you. It's going to be hard on your heart. It's going to be hard on your spirit. It's going to be hard on your soul. It is not going to be hard on a narcissistic person because you're telling them everything that you don't like, but everything that you tolerated. Stop staring so long. When you go out with the narcissistic person or the toxic person, try not to stare because when you're staring with their every movement, I was always watching women when I talk to them. They either be looking at my mouth or when I walk up, she's looking at my print, right? And so, you can see the twinkle in her eye. She's like so happy that she's on a date. And a lot of you haven't been on a date in a long time because you can't trust people. And I understand that. So when you do finally go on a date, you're wide open. You just telling them everything, giving everything, and you staring and looking at, and the compliments, keep that to a minimum. Don't be talking about how big their hands are and you like their shoulders and, your beard feels so soft and you smell so good. Compliments are cool, but keep them to a minimum so that you have some type of control. Those bathroom breaks, be careful because I used to see this all the time. When they go to the bathroom, when you come back, you either have on more lip gloss or the lip gloss with the sparkles in it, or your hair is changed or you've got more eyeliner. So I pay attention to that. I'm not saying don't sit there and stay with a person you got stuff in the corners of your mouth, don't get it, but be careful. When you go to the bathroom, I was always looking at what she came out, how she looked different. And the 4th thing is body language. If I'm talking, it's good to have a great conversation, but make sure you're not like, ooh, and the ah, and woo, and the oh, the ah, because narcissistic people, I, myself, would always look at your shirt. And if a woman got excited, her nipples pop out. Even not when it's hot outside, when it's cold, it happens. But I looked at things like that. I looked at how you paid attention to me. You listened to my every word. You didn't look away. You didn't flirt with anybody with anybody. You look at the waiter when he came. You were always into me. And that's a respectful thing, but be careful when you first meet the person because you don't want to give them too much of your positive energy. All right, y'all have a great day.